There's another fabulous Victorian portrait for us. It's one of my favourite subjects. I'm going to start with the white as usual. Put a little bit of white in there, and then we'll blend that. And we'll be adding the ivory, the 132 pink, and the grey. Now I'll just do a little bit of this, and then you can follow me as I do the rest of it. Now start with the white, and that needs to be fairly strong. Just add a little bit more pressure. And immediately come in with the ivory. Now these two, the white and the ivory, give it a really nice light creamy look. And we'll get to that stage. Good idea just to blend it. I'm using the soft pointed ivory colour shaper because, as you can see, it works really well on the ombre. Now, I'm going to go all over with that. I'll pay particular attention to areas where there is a pronounced white. Now, one of the areas would be there, and in the centre of the nose. I'll put that in nice and strong, and I'll probably leave that, and then either side will be the white and the ivory, and blend. And just a little bit more concentration of light on there. And another area which I should be put in there, on there too. Okay, well, let me go round this then, and then we'll work the next colour, which will be the pink. And now the combination of the pink and the grey. And I'm going to start with the darker areas, and I'm going to put a bit of pink in, and a bit of grey. So on the hairline there'll also be some shadow, so we can add that to the area needed. Okay, so it's round there, in here, comes across. We just do this one section, and that will continue around the hairline. And the other colour is 230. That goes in on top of the pink. Now this gives it a mauvey look, which is really attractive. And it's kind of second base colour, really, giving us a chance to develop a bit of contour. When you've done that, a little more white, just to emphasise white, not ivory now, just the white, to put the tone in. Good. And let's do that a little bit more around under the eye. And we'll also work our way around the nose. It could do with this being a little bit more pointed. So I'll come back and do that in a moment. But I just wanted to show you how this is going to work. Now the light's coming from this direction, so all the shadow will be on this side. And grey. Put these two colours in, otherwise the pink will be too bright. Now, as you can imagine there, it's going to have to be a lot darker than that, but that gives us the idea. And once again, put the white, emphasis of white on. There's a little bit more light in there, and we can put a little bit of light there. Well, I'm going to now work my way around doing just that. And now we need to go in with some stronger tones. This is 189. And we can start to draw the outlines a little clearer now. But not just with 189, with 233. So what we had before, we had 132 and 230. And now we're going in with 189 and 233, which are darker versions of those two. Let me show you what I mean. Now this is 189 and 233. This is 132. You see the difference in tone there, and 230. So this set the mood really, or the base colour, and now we're going in with a little more strength with these two. I mean, don't worry, there's a lot more colours to come. Now we can start developing a little more tone now. Again, working on the two colours. And do this gradually, you can see that. And also, at the same time, blend it. Now you don't want to press too hard with this because we'll be putting white back in on top of it, but you see how that effectively brings some shadow into it. Okay, now, very important. If you haven't got a colour shaper, you're not going to be able to achieve this quite the same way I am. And another thing that we can do here, because the eyebrows are dark, we can use the grey, this time on its own, to develop the eyebrow. Once again, use your colour shaper. The next band of colours that we're going to use will accentuate this much more, so don't try to do it all with these colours. Got it? And we can also, at the same time, go into here where we have the hair line. I mean, this is shadow that's been put on here. You can't just use the 189, you see, you've got to use the 132 as well. Looks nothing until you use a colour shaper. And when you get that far, you can come back in with the white and bring the white back. And we can do this quite a few times, but this then starts to shape the contour. And coming down in there, gradually bring it nice on there, and then leave it just here, because that's where the shadow of the hair is going to be. Like that. And just a little spot more on there, just to emphasise that. You've got the idea of that. Now I should be going all the way around there, and particularly watch, as in fact the next bit I shall do will be the nose area. That's really interesting. You'll see the nose ping out. Now that's all the base colours put in. The greys and the pinks. Now 187. And this is the first of the true colours. Now you can see already I've put some around here. Let me complete this section and you'll see how important this colour is. We can still use the pinks, we can still use all those and bring all those colours back in again. But it's really now important to get some colour in the face. Unfortunately, we've already got a lot of yardsticks to work on. Let's go down the other side of that nose and now you'll see what I mean. So we're going over the colours we've already put on. And when you get to these areas, and I've just let me do that again so you can see it. You can use the point of the pencil to start bringing in some of the detail. Now I'm going to go through, as I did before, and show you how this is going to look once this colour is applied, and then we can use the stronger tones as well. And see how much a difference that's making. And one other thing, just at the same time, is I'm going to use a 176. Now I don't use this often, but this colour is really good and very important. And this is where we can start putting detail in. That does need to be a bit sharper than that, but I'll sharpen it up. But you see the importance of that. And we've still got the reds to put out yet now. This will also go around the eye, like that. So it's 187 and 176. And just in case you're wondering, do we use a shaper? We do. Oh, and the other thing I've done here, I've put some 187 on the eyebrow. Now that had grey on it originally, which stops the browns from being too strong. And then that also will have 176 on. You see what a difference that has made to the whole face. Bring the white back again, yet again, to bring the light back.